In November 2024, I was in my lowest point of my life because my grandpa passed away, but also my family situation was not going well. At the same time, I quit my job and I had to pay my previous company back for £7,600. So I was super depressed that time. And I don't know what can I do. Until now, I'm working on my online business, but also working with my ideal clients. And in January 2025, I'm able to repay the £7,000 to my previous company. So how do I do that? If you feel stuck in your life now and you don't know what to do, you don't have any purpose, in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys how to actually manifest the life that you truly want. So our first step is to set a clear vision. Now you can take a pen and a notebook out and write the question down. What do you actually want? What kinds of life you would like to create? It's not what your family want, what society want, but it's what you want. Because my family told me before, you have to go back home as soon as possible and get married and find a good job. But that's what they want. It's not what I want. So you can write it as specific as possible, what you actually want. So this is my vision now. I'm just gonna give a small example to you guys. I'm sitting next to the sea in a cozy coffee shop with my laptop open. I've got my fairy iced matcha latte and I'm writing content for my YouTube video. Someone sitting next to me strikes up a conversation. We talk about business, travel, and life. Everything feels aligned. So that's a small example for my lifestyle. You can also write for your relationship, your family, your travel, your business, everything. And before going to bed and after I woke up, I will think about this vision in my head. I will visualize it because our subconscious mind cannot feel that. Is it true or not? So we can brainwash ourselves. We have already got everything. And the second question you can ask yourself, what kind of person I want to be? And that's my own example. No matter what happens, I'm gonna become powerful and solve the problem gracefully. Why this question is important? If any difficulties comes to you, you're gonna think like, okay, if I've already my dream self, how can I make the decision differently this time? Because I remember that 2 weeks ago, I heard some comments like, oh, she did so bad in her job. How can she start her own business now? And she's lying to people. When I first heard that, I feel sad. I feel sad about this. But I was thinking like, okay, how can I use these questions to reframe my mindset? If I've already can solve any problem gracefully, I will not care about these comments. So this is a very great opportunity to train myself. I've got another gift. So after I think like this, I feel better. And I don't feel like I was drained by this whole thing. And after we set our vision, we're gonna come to our next step. Clear our limiting belief. And I would say this is the most important step in manifestation. Because normally after I write my journal down, my manifestation journal down, I will have got a lot of limiting belief. I cannot do that. No one support me. Am I really gonna achieve this? I'm not good enough. I cannot do this. And I have got a lot of ideas that prevent me to take the action. So now it's our time to reframe this mindset. Let's take my own example. When I write it down, I was thinking like, can I really do this? It is too risky to start my own business. Is it better to stay in my job now? But I can also change to another mindset. I'm good enough. And yes, got a lot of good entrepreneurs. They start from zero and they even start from minus. They have got debt, they have got bankruptcy, but they can still achieve the goal that they want. So I can learn from them, I can read books, I can listen to podcasts. So this helped me to change from a negative thoughts to an action plan. And if you just start clear your limiting belief and you feel a bit weird, you don't know how to start, and we can just do it opposite. For example, I'm not good enough, change to I'm good enough. I cannot do this. I can do this. I cannot talk to people. I can talk to people and I'm confident. So you can just reframe this mindset in another way. If you still don't know how to do that, we can ask the help from AI. You can write this prompt down. This is my vision. This is my limiting belief. Can you help me to reframe my mindset? And if you guys still don't know how to do that, I create a manifestation journal to clear your limiting belief, and it's in the comment below. And after we reframe our mindset, we have got different affirmation. I'm good enough. I'm confident. I'm powerful. I'm creating the life that I want. Money comes to me. Everything flows so easily to me. We're gonna repeat this affirmation every day and to brainwash yourself. For example, one day you are thinking like, What if I'm gonna fail? You can think like, what if I'm gonna be success? What if I'm gonna be so successful? What if I'm gonna be a millionaire? So we change from a reactive language to a proactive language. And if you just start, you will find it's a bit difficult because it takes time. But the most important thing is to realize it first. Okay, to realize what I'm thinking every day. Do I say something like, am I gonna fail? I'm so bad, I'm not confident, I'm not good enough. To realize these thoughts first. After you realize it, you have already started changing. And you can also do other things to increase your frequency. I like to do meditation, yoga, and going to the park, going to the nature, because every time I go into the park, I feel I'm energized. I like to see different flowers and spring is coming. And also, I like drinking milk tea. So every time when I drink milk tea, I feel energized. So if you feel stuck right now, to do something that you feel energized, to do something that you like about. Because one of my friends, she told me she feels so stuck right now and she stayed at home for the whole day. And I told her, but you like camera. So you can do some photography outside. And after she tried this out, she told me, yeah, she feel more energized than before and she feel better than before. So you can choose some activities that you like about and also to increase your frequency. And after we clear our limiting belief, we come to our step 3. It's taking actions. I heard from one podcast before, it's saying like, vision board is not vision board, it's action board. You have to take actions. And I've got some journal prompts to help myself to take some actions. For example, what inspired actions can I take today to move towards what I want? You can just take a small step. For example, if I'm gonna go to yoga class, I can put my yoga clothes on first. Because when I put my yoga clothes on, I want to go to yoga class. So we can just take a very small step. For example, you make a plan. I'm gonna run for 30 minutes every day. You can set the plan smaller. I'm gonna run 5 minutes per day. If you run for 5 minutes, you've already run. You've already achieved your goal. And I remember that I've got one client, she told me that, oh, Rachel, I didn't do well in this coffee chat and I wrote it up. But the thing is, you have already tried it. And you have already taken the first steps. You have already stepped out of your comfort zone. So now, it's not the time to blame yourself. Be kind to yourself. If you only take one step, you need to give yourself some reward. And I will also use another journal prompt as to what is the most important thing for me today in order to achieve my goal. For example, if I would like to take 10K per month, what is the most important thing for me to do today? Okay, I'm gonna create one content. I'm gonna write a draft for my video. I'm gonna learn editing. So these are the important steps for me to achieve my goal. And the key in the manifestation is you can feel that you have already got everything. I remember that when I just start reading some books about manifestation, I feel like I want money, I want my relationship, I want everything. But during that period, I didn't get anything. But after I think like, I've already got everything. I can see the sea, I can see the nature, I can go to the park, I can eat the good food, and I feel abundant on myself. So after I doing that, I find out that period of time, all the thing flows to me. So it's like to feel the gratitude for the small thing. And I should feel gratitude about it. Because some of the people, they are in the war and they cannot eat the good food. And now I can eat the food and see the view. I should be grateful about everything that I've already got. So after I think differently, I find that my relationship with my family is better, but also my business is getting better. And at first, it will be a bit hard because I feel so depressed about my whole life. I was thinking like, it's really have got something that I can feel gratitude about. I don't know. But actually, the food, the tree, the nature, they always exist, but I didn't notice that. And I want to tell everyone who is watching this video now, you have already good enough. Whatever stage in your life now, you have already done a good job. And you have already on the way to create your dream life. And take it slow. I know you're gonna achieve whatever you want. This is Rachel.